Hello, my dear friends. Say hi, Angie.
Hello.
Welcome to a new vlog. We're in the car. We're actually parked. We are at the doctor. We're going to get our physicals done. But I just wanted to open up this week's vlog with us saying, hey, it's been hot. We've been in a heat wave. I want to just do a really quick little intro. We're going to do a little bit of a time bend here. I am going to start out with my Walmart and Nordstrom and Quince haul. So it's like a collective haul of things that have come in. I'm opening up the vlog with that, leaving you with that, and we will be back after our doctor's appointment. So I hope that you enjoy the haul, and I will chat with you in a bit. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the try-on portion of today's vlog. Just a quick disclaimer before we begin the try-on bits. First of all, I apologize that nothing that I am trying for you today is steamed. It has not been steamed, and that is not my standard. I always steam everything that I get because I want you to see it in all its glory, but I just ran out of time, and so they're not steamed. I've got my steamer kind of tucked away somewhere that is hard for me to get to because I'm reconfiguring my room and all of that, so I apologize that things are not steamed like I would normally deliver for you. Secondly, normally I give you these details verbally, but again, just didn't have time to make my notes as well as I would have liked. Everything that you see here is going to be linked in the description bar. It will be pinned to a comment on this video. It will also pop here on the screen because this is all available through YouTube, so you can shop directly from this video. And if I can, I will have a collection created for it so that you can shop the entire collection. I apologize that this is so outside of my normal process, but if you've been watching my vlogs, I am redecorating my room. Things are in flux, and so it has to be this way for now. Anyway, I hope that you enjoy the try-on, and I will see you on the other side of it. I've already given you a disclaimer about the fact that everything is wrinkled. I'm so sorry about that, but I really love this dress, guys. This is so pretty. First of all, let's talk about the color. It is in this beautiful, rich brown. It is cotton. It feels like 100% cotton. I really like the details on this dress. It's got really beautiful stitching right here at the waistline, which gives this dress a little bit more of a, it almost feels like designer, It has a really cool shape. Now, when I first saw this on the website, I did not like this dress at all because I didn't understand the construction of the dress. But then I saw someone trying it on YouTube, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't realize that it had that kind of construction. So it immediately went into cart. That's my bad. I should zoom in, but I really do like it because I think that these pleats that it has actually gives it a really beautiful shape, and it gives you shape. It will really emphasize the waistline. It does fit long. Being 5 feet tall, it hits me pretty much as a maxi dress. So will I have this hemmed? No, because this has a wide hem at the bottom, and I would lose that if I had a tailor shorten this dress. It does have pockets. It has this zip closure in front, and I like the fact that the zipper is covered. You don't see the zipper. It has a beautiful slit in the front. It is only a partial zip. Yeah, I think the zipper, let's test. So yes, the zipper comes undone all the way down to the bottom. If you're worried about the zipper possibly falling, which I don't think it will, it seems pretty secure. It is a YKK zipper, so it is a higher quality zipper. But if you're a little bit worried about that, you could always just put a safety pin on the back side, just really discreetly underneath this little the little pull here, and you could put a little safety pin that's like black, and then just right under here, and it won't come undone. So you don't have to worry about that. But I really love this dress. I didn't want to, but I do. I think it is really pretty and very flattering all the way around. I am wearing it with the kitten heel mules that I also got from Time and True. Love this dress, guys. Love it. Okay, so here we are with this other dress. This is another really pretty one in a brown. It does come in a few other colors. This dress is another cotton piece. I believe this is free assembly. It has got a dropped waist. It's very similar to that navy blue striped one that I tried on for you guys, but no stripes and no long sleeves, which I think does a lot for the dress. I felt really swallowed up by that striped one because of the sleeves. Here we've got a shorter puff sleeve and I feel less overwhelmed by the dress. I feel less like the dress is wearing me versus me wearing the dress. I do like it. It is really pretty. The buttons are functional all the way down. So this is, for all intents and purposes, a shirt dress, but it does have its own little belt here, and it is not a self belt. It is actually constructed into the dress, so you can adjust the waist as you see fit. It does have a V, so the buttons start here. It's really nice. I like the dropped waist. I think it is pretty. It's got pockets, and it is made of 100% cotton. It does have a really nice skirt to it. Not quite as long as the other dress that I tried on. By the way, I wanted to mention about that dress. I noticed when I was taking it off, it's got all kinds of pin tucks on it, which really nice. Those are the little details that you want to look at. The pin tucking is so, so beautiful. Let me show you. I didn't notice this until I took it off, but we've got a lot of pin tucking on the back in addition to the way that it is pleated in the front. So really, really love that construction. Back to this dress. If I had to choose between the two dresses, I would take that dress. This one is not exactly my style. I mean, the dropped waist isn't bad. I do have a longer torso. It doesn't throw off my proportions very much because I am in one solid color. It doesn't tend to break my body up as much as if this were a contrasting color to the bottom. I think the dress is very, very pretty though. You know, it just depends on what it is that you like in your dresses. Do you like the dropped waist, or do you prefer to have the pleats around the waist so that it's more of a fit and flare? What else is there about this dress? 100% cotton. I do really, really prefer the shorter puff sleeves to the long sleeved version. I just, again, feel less overwhelmed by this dress. I think that it is really, really pretty. This is one that you could easily wear to work. You could wear it to church. You could wear it to a lot of different things, especially in this brown color. And for those of you ladies who are in a warmer climate and want to do fall, but don't want to have to do like wool and cashmere and all of that, this is an excellent dress. So is the other one, because they are 100% cotton, so they are fully breathable, but they are very much made for the summer, but you've got a fall color that you're wearing. That's the best way to do fall when you're in a warm climate, is continue wearing things that are in cottons and linens and such. Just have them in fall-like colors like this deep, deep brown. This brown is so, so beautiful, guys, though. I really am really feeling the brown right now. And I think that this dress is actually quite pretty. Wearing it with the Time and True kitten heels. I love these shoes, guys. These are so beautiful. These are so, so, so pretty. Anyway, let's move on to the next piece. Wow, I am in trouble because I love this skirt. This is from Free Assembly. It is a pleated denim skirt. I'm going to show you right here. It's got the pleats. It has this weird drawstring kind of thing here, which I'm all like, why did you do that? You didn't have to do that. If I hang on to this skirt, I will likely take that out. I'll cut it and get it out of there because the skirt has elastic. It doesn't really need this drawstring. I picked it up in a size extra, extra large. And of course, it fits me long. So it's like a maxi skirt, but I love the fact that it is made of a lightweight denim. It does have pockets. This skirt is gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful. I love the way that it looks with these mules. Definitely aligns with my personal style. And I really, really just love the pleated detail that it has. I think that it is so, so beautiful in that way. I'm wearing it with this vest, the sweater vest from Scoop, which I adore. This is so beautiful. It is just really, really nice and comfortable to wear, and it looks so good with everything that you pair it with. I like the fact that it allows some streamline to this fuller skirt. You got to run and grab this one. It is likely a sellout risk if it hasn't already sold out. I hope it hasn't, or I hope that they restock it because it is a stunner. I love wearing it with a heel. You could wear it with a flat. You can wear it with a boot or a bootie because it is so long on me. I could get away with a short boot with this and it would still look really, really nice. This is a lovely, lovely skirt. Really, really gorgeous. And I don't want to take it off because it is so nice. Love it. This is definitely a keeper. One that I would say if you really like it, go out and get it. And you need to hurry because it will sell out. I wanted to try this barrel leg pant that they have. This is by Free Assembly. It is a jean. It is a thinner denim. It's not a full-on hard denim, but it does have a little bit of stiffness. This is supposed to be a cropped barrel leg jean, but I knew being short on me, it was going to hit me at regular length, and it does. I think I could have gone down a size because they do fit me a little bit big around the waist, and there is a little bit of bagginess right here in the front. I picked up the 18 plus. I might have done well by going with the 20 regular, not plus. That aside, I have to say that I do like these though. I like the cut of them. I think that if you're interested in the barrel style, and I know that it can be a little bit of a polarizing jean style. There are a lot of you out there that are like, absolutely not. I think that it's worth it to experiment, to see, and at least try them on and see if you like them, because you might look at them on models and such and say no, or on the hanger even, but then you put them on and you're like, wait a minute, actually, this might actually work. When I talk with my clients, I tell them, try it on. Don't just judge by what you see online or what you see on the hanger. Try it on so that you can see it on your body. And that's what I would say do with these. I really do like them. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but I do. I just need to maybe go down a size, unless if I do want to wear them a little baggy, I would wear a belt with it. But I'm not crazy about what's happening here in the front. I would say for me personally, I would probably go down to the size 20 regular. It might fit a little bit better around the hips and around this area here. But overall though, I do like the cut and the silhouette of these jeans. I think that you would like them as well. It's absolutely worth a try, especially at the price point, because they're really nice. They're surprisingly cool. I love the wash, by the way. This dark wash is super, super nice. It has really nice pocket placement. What I like about these, and part of the biggest reason I think that I was attracted to them, is that we've got this like sewn in panel right here on the sides that give it that barrel shaping. I think that that's a really lovely design detail. I think that that's a really nice, like a structural detail for these jeans. And if you're my height, they're going to hit you at ankle length. I mean, I could get away with a pair of sneakers. I could probably get away with some flats with these, maybe, if I wore a belt to keep them up a bit. I recommend. I think that these are super nice. I love the dark indigo wash. If you don't like them, return them. Walmart has a very generous return policy, 90 days. You can do it in store. You can have someone pick it up. You can drop it off. There's a lot of different ways. They're very flexible with their return, and their returns are free. So I would say give this a shot. It couldn't hurt, right? It could not hurt, and you might end up really, really liking these. All right, so the last piece that I have from Walmart is one that I think is going viral because I'm worried that it may already be sold out. It is this barn jacket. Now, the barn jacket, the English countryside, that town and country kind of vibe is super hot for the fall. Everybody wants it. Everybody's doing it, me included. Now, I want to say that I feel a little bit overwhelmed by this barn jacket just because it just feels like it's a bit long for me and it's a bit big, but it's supposed to be because you're supposed to be able to wear sweaters and such underneath it. I really do like it though. I think that this is a really nice lightweight cotton twill, and it has a lovely corduroy collar, which is a beautiful detail. You've got the snaps on the sleeves so that you can make them a little bit tighter if you need to. It has the utility pockets on it. You've got these at the front, at the top here, and then you've got the ones that snap here down at the bottom. It actually looks really nice. Does it have any adjustment on the back? No, there's nothing where you can adjust it on the back or side, so this is kind of the shape that you're getting. I think it's a really nice jacket if you want to partake in that English countryside kind of vibe. This is a really, really great way to do it. It's inexpensive. It's going to be very good for that transitional time in the fall when it's kind of like not quite cold, but not quite warm because of the weight of this. But like I said, I think that this one is going viral, so it may be sold out. It is super nice. It's a nice way of participating in that trend. So I only picked up 3 things from the Nordstrom anniversary sale, and this barn jacket was one of them. This is from Ralph Lauren. It is a quilted barn jacket with faux leather accents. It's got the patches on the elbow. It's got the faux leather trim on the sleeve. We also have the faux leather trim all up and down the zip area, the front placket of the jacket. What I like about this jacket though is that it is a little bit more fitted. So the fit is definitely more, I think, flattering for me. The Walmart one was kind of bigger and roomier. This one is not quite as roomy. It isn't a 2XL. Love the fact that it is quilted. The pockets aren't sealed, so we just got side slit pockets here. I don't have the adjustment on the sleeves like I had on the one from Scoop, but what I like about this particular jacket is that it is adjustable. So I've got these things here on the side where I can cinch it in just a little bit if I need to on either side to give me more of a fitted look, which again is more my vibe, especially being 5 feet tall. I have to mind the proportion so that I'm not overwhelmed by what I have on, and this does not overwhelm. This actually has a beautiful fit. I could wear a lightweight knit underneath it. I couldn't wear a chunky knit because it is a little bit tight in the sleeves, just a smidge, just because I have thicker arms. I would wear something lightweight like cashmere or something like that that's not very thick. This is definitely more my vibe, more my speed. It has a little bit more, I don't know, tailoring, I guess is what you would call it, than the one from Scoop. This just fits me a lot better. This has a fit that I much more appreciate. And yeah, so this is the one that I'm keeping versus the Walmart one. I know there's a huge price difference between the two. So if you want something that is a bit more budget friendly, then try the Walmart one. Old Navy has one that I'm bringing in. I've got an Old Navy haul coming probably in about a week, maybe a week and a half, depending on when things get in. The fit is so nice, and the jacket itself is really, really nice, and just it kind of fits the vibe that I was going for a little bit more than the one from Walmart. But if you're looking for an affordable option, the one from Walmart is absolutely stunning. It is really, really good for the price point. I especially like the fact that it's got the corduroy. This also has got corduroy, but it's not a sit-down collar. It's one that's meant to go up. So I would have to zhuzh it to get it to sit down. The one from Walmart is really nice as well. If the one from Walmart had the snaps on the sides to be able to adjust it and bring it in a little bit at the waist, I would have been more inclined to hang on to that one. But this one is the one that really spoke to me. And you know that I love Ralph Lauren. Well, one of my favorites, and definitely my favorite designer that's still living. So yeah, I really, really love this jacket. I think it's going to be really nice for the fall. It does give me that, town and country kind of vibe, but with more tailoring. Okay, so the other thing that I got from the Nordstrom anniversary sale were my GH Bass. I think these are called the Estelle, with the tassel on it and with the pattern on the top of the shoe. I got them in the wine color. I do need to warn you that with GH Bass, there is some break-in time. These are not exactly wearable out of the box. You do have to take some time to work them in. These actually fit me a little bit better than my penny loafers did when I first got them. There is a little bit of movement in there. I mean, I can move my foot around a bit. I will have to take measures to mitigate blisters and things like that. Now, I do get these little footy socks from Onda that I put with them usually. Right now, I'm not wearing them. That will help. I'm going full in on the loafer trend, guys, because these, even though they're trending at the moment, they're never out of style. They will be with me probably for the rest of my life, especially the GH Bass ones, because they are so incredibly well made. And I just could not resist not picking these up in the Nordstrom anniversary sale. All right, the other thing that I got from the Nordstrom anniversary sale, the last thing that I got is the T3 curling iron. This one is the one with the longer barrel. It is 1 1/4 inch or 3/4 inch. I don't remember what the circumference is of this one. Same size as the current curling iron that I have as far as circumference, but it's a longer barrel. I needed something with a longer barrel because my hair has gotten so long, and I don't intend on cutting my hair anytime soon. I thought that it would be a good idea to grab this while it was on sale. I do wish that they had the longer barrel in the wider barrel circumference, but they didn't at the time. They had sold out. And so I went ahead and got this since it's the same size as what I get. I love it. I find that my hair, the curl, stays even better than it does with the one that I currently have. I'm not wearing my hair down today, but you have seen me throughout the week with my hair, and it's because I styled it with this. It is a little bit of a learning curve, I will say, just because the clamps really decisively versus my other one that's not quite as snappy. So that takes a little bit of getting used to, and I wish that they had made this tip here a little bit bigger because I worry that I'm going to touch the curling iron with my finger. So I have to be really, really careful how I handle that tip. I love this so far. I think that it does such a good job on my hair. And I don't know why I waited so long to get the T3 products, but I love them. Okay, so the next piece that I have is from Quince. It is their horsebit loafer. It was only a matter of time before I bought these, and I finally picked them up. I decided to get them in black since I don't have any loafers, like full loafers in black, and I really like them a lot. However, these take a little bit of work to get on, but the leather is very, very soft on them. So I know that even though I have to kind of work to get them on, they're going to stretch. I haven't worn them much yet. I just tried one on the other day when they came in. They're going to be fine. But they're just going to have to stretch a little bit. So just know that. I think I may invest in some trouser socks to wear with these versus my footy socks. The fit is very, very close. What I would recommend on these, if you're interested in them and you want to wear them with a slightly thicker sock or even just a thicker sock in general, not that I would wear socks with loafers, especially not the horsebit loafers, but I know that some of us like to have something around our foot. We don't like being barefoot in our shoes, which totally get that. I would say go up a half size. Like I said, I know that these are going to stretch because the leather is really, really soft, very pliable. They're going to fit my foot really, really well, but I'm going to go with a trouser sock, like a nylon, like one of those to wear them and break them in. I love these. I think that they're beautiful. They're very sophisticated. They're classic. These are going to be with me for a long time. I do love the fact that it's Italian leather. I like the fact that the leather is very soft, so it is going to conform to my foot really, really nicely. It's just going to take a little bit of time to break them in. Not a lot. I think it's going to take longer to break in the GH Bass loafers than it is to break these in, but they are going to require a little bit of time, maybe wearing them for about a day, and that should do it. So yep, love them. I think they're awesome. Now, the last thing that I got from Quince is another bag. I can't help myself. And this is probably the last one, unless they come out with something that I can't resist. This should be the last one, at least for a while. And I got this bag here. This bag is inspired by the Loewe puzzle bag. I got it in the color cognac. This one is constructed pretty close to the Loewe puzzle bag. It does have a zipper in the back, which I don't think the puzzle bag has. It does come with a longer strap. You've got the handle. We've got the magnetic closures, and that's how you get into the bag. So this is probably the bag that I'm going to take with me to the UK because it will fit my camera, it will fit my phone, it will fit my wallet, it will fit my sunglasses or my regular glasses. I mean, it'll fit a lot. It's going to fit a lot, at least for me. I don't carry everything in the kitchen sink. I'm very minimal actually with what I carry in my bags, and this is going to accommodate that. Plus, it's got the shoulder strap so I can wear it crossbody if I need to. You could take this as, kind of like a really cute little evening bag as well. It is 100% Italian leather. It is very well constructed, as to be expected from Quince. The hardware is really, really nice. I can't wait to start wearing it. I'm going to start wearing her next week. So for those of you guys who are subscribed to my weekend outfits, not the entry that's coming tomorrow, but the entry that's coming next week, you're going to see her styled a lot in that weekend outfits. So anyway, that's the haul. Oh no, one more thing, and I'm going to sit down for this one because I feel like I need to be up close and personal to talk with you about it. So hang on. The last thing that I have for you today is a beauty item, and it is this Maybelline glaze. It's a lip glaze. It is in the color 005 Peach Quench. I'm wearing it right now, guys. So I saw the ad for this on Pinterest, and it mesmerizes me every time. Whoever that creator is did a fantastic job because she totally sold me on these, and I had to try them. I was obsessed. I was obsessing over them, and I had to try them. It is the Maybelline Lifter Lip Glaze. It's their answer to the YSL Candy Glaze and other various lipsticks that are kind of like a really glossy oil-based lipstick. I am in love. It is really glossy and imparts just a little bit of color, not a lot, and it's very moisturizing on the lips. I love, love, love this peachy color. I think this is a perfect color that you can wear going into fall. I'm also going to pick up the Latte shade. I had the Latte in my basket. This is such a beautiful formula. It is very moisturizing. It does have a really beautiful shine to it. And I can see myself wearing this all the time, just swiping it on. Now, I do have a little bit of lip liner on because I think it looks really, really beautiful with a liner on. The gal that I saw on Pinterest that did the ad for them She was wearing a really nice liner as well, and I thought that's actually probably a really good idea because it helps the color to pop a little bit. I am going to get the latte shade as well, and I might get a couple more. I am trying not to be obsessed by these, but I was when I saw the ad. Every time, even now that I have this, I obsess over that ad. When I see it, I just like have to see it again and again because it's just fascinating to me. But I really, really like these. I don't need any more lip products, but I have to get these. I have to because they are perfection and they are such a good price point. I need to have more than just this one. I need the other shades. Not all of them. I'm not into the berry or the red, but because I have those in the YSL formula and that's enough for me. This one imparts just the prettiest kind of like peachy coral kind of color that I feel is perfect for fall. And then the latte one is going to be my like brown neutral for the fall. Anyway, I'm going to link these. You have to try them. You have to. I don't normally say that, but this is probably my most favorite thing from this entire haul is this lipstick. So that's it for now. I'm going to go ahead and cut back to the vlog. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I will chat with you again. It is hot. It is so hot in my room right now. Oh my goodness. We're back home and no makeup. Hair's not even done because it's too hot. It is too hot to care about that. It is about 1 o'clock and we're at 86 degrees already. No AC. I've got the fan blowing. We've got the AC in the room going in our bedroom. But yeah, so it's pretty toasty, but Angie did help me to move the dresser in here. So we've at least gotten that part done. She's a beauty. She's a beauty. I love having it in here. Completely changes the mood in this room. So now what's on deck is I need to clean off my desk, and that's going to be a task because my desk is so cluttered, and I've got to like figure out what I'm doing with my makeup because I've really trimmed all of my palettes down. I went from like probably close to 50 or 60 palettes down to like maybe 10. And so I've got to continue doing that and going through my makeup drawer and figuring out what stays and what goes and how it's going to be stored because the vanity, this desk that I have right here, which I'll show you, it's a hot mess. So be aware. This is my desk right now. All of that. That's my desk. I got my monitor, you know. I've got the blinds closed because it is too hot. I've got to clean this off, figure out what I'm going to do as far as getting it ready because tomorrow this is moving. This is moving out to the other room and hopefully Angie will have my regular desk ready to go by today. I need to kind of spring that on her. I hope she doesn't mind. But I need her to clean my new old desk. If you watch a few vlogs back, I did a thrift haul and we found a writer's desk. And so she's supposed to clean that up for me and get it ready. And we're almost there. I've got to finish cleaning off my desk. But as soon as I clean my desk, then we're going to be ready to make moves. And I do need to clean up the area where this dresser was because it was very dusty underneath. So I've got to do a little bit of cleanup there, but not today. I'm going to leave it until tomorrow because it is just too hot in the house right now to worry about it. I moved this in order to give Coco a place to hide. She's not familiar with it yet, and I don't know that she fits under there like she does under the drum. But she is under my desk right now. This desk. Let me show you. You see her right there? She's hiding out from the heat. I won't be making any changes until tomorrow, any further changes, just the cleanup of the desk. But let me show you the mess as it is now. Everything is piled into that little corner over there, and I need to get that cleared out by Thursday. I'm time bending a little bit in my vlog, and I hope you don't mind because I want to be sure to have the styling content at the beginning, and not all of my stuff from Walmart is here yet. I do have the stuff from Nordstrom already, and I've got the stuff from Quince. I've gotten most of the Walmart things, but not everything. There's one piece that's not coming until Saturday, and then another home decor thing that isn't going to make it here until the 25th of August. So those will have to be hauled later. My plan is to put the Walmart haul in front of this, and you will have already seen it. And onward to the vlogging. So yeah, it has been chaotic. We went to the doctor, new doctor to us. We've never been to this doctor. It's been a long time since I've seen an actual physician. I saw a nurse practitioner for years, and there's a night and day difference, I think, between nurse practitioners and doctors. And if you're a physician, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to offend. I don't mean to offend, because I know that the reason she was very scattered, just like me right now. I'm being the same way. She was very scattered, you know, just really kind of like her head was like in a million different places at once. And I totally get it. I understand why. Being a physician is hard. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot to remember. So many patients that you see, you know, so many things. But my nurse practitioner that I had before this, she was so good. She was so good. She was always laser focused on what she was doing with us at the time that she was doing it, you know, and she was really, really good. This doctor was kind of, I'm not saying that she's a bad doctor. I don't really know yet, but she is very kind of like flighty, very just like all over the place. I like her well enough. I don't know if I'm going to stay with her. We'll see. You know, when it comes to picking a physician, it's always a chemistry thing. You know, you have to jibe really well with the doctor, I think personally, in order to get the best health care. You and your doctor have got to have a really good relationship. You know, you've got to have trust, and you've got to have knowledge and concern and caring and compassion, you know, all of those things. And she's got most of them, but she's just a little bit flighty. So we'll see. We'll see. Did have the conversation about the GLP-1 with her. She is going to go ahead and put in an order for Wegovy with the expectation that it likely will not get approved. So once I get the anticipated no from my insurance, then I'm probably going to go with a compound pharmacy. And she was fine with that. You know, she's all like, yeah, that's probably going to be your best bet. She couldn't recommend one to me. She barely knew what a compound pharmacy was. I've done so much research on GLP-1s, and, you know, she's got a million things that she's thinking about. So GLP-1 being just one of many things that she has to know. And so I explained to her, you know, the compound pharmacies. I named off 3 that I'm considering. I guess I can share it with you. There's no point in gatekeeping. I'm looking at Weight Watchers. I'm looking at Noom, and I am looking at Mochi. Those 3 are the compound pharmacies that I have in mind. I just kind of have to really dig into Noom and Weight Watchers. I've done a lot of research on Mochi, and so now I've got to do some research on the other 2 to decide where it is that I want to go. But she was pretty much in agreement that that would be the best path for me. So yeah, that's where we landed. It wasn't a physical, it was a consultation. So the blood work is going to take place on Thursday. I'm going to go in for labs on Thursday, and then I see her again on Friday for my actual exam. And she's ordered a mammogram, so I got to make sure that I get that and figure out where I'm going to get my mammogram done. So that's all that happened, you know. It was just getting to know her. I'll get to see her in a more professional capacity. I mean, more in like what she actually does, how she's actually a physician on Friday. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's the update for the day. I think that for now, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning my desk. I'm going to take care of a couple of little bits of admin first though. So let me do that. That, my friends, is a very smoky sun. We have smoke outside, and it's not just our wings that are smoking. It's somebody's something out there is on fire. And we've got a lot of smoke out here. Not like in our yard. It's not like you can smell it or anything, but it's definitely causing a red ball sun is what I call it. Of course, it is going to be raining later this week. We are finally through our heat wave. I had all these intentions of doing all this in my room, but it's really tough when your room is 90 degrees, or maybe 85 degrees is probably more like it, but still. It's really hard when your room is really, really hot and all you want to do is just sit and be cool. That said, there's going to be a lot more happening over the next few days. I am still trying to work out how I'm going to break the vlogs apart, but I think I've got it worked out and I hope that you guys enjoy. But I have gotten a lot of comments about vlogging and how much you guys like it, and I appreciate that. We're going to see how it goes in the next 3 weeks. It's probably going to go all the way through August. Hopefully my plan for my room pans out the way that I envision it. Anyway, hey, there is something, my dear, that I need from you because I am just about ready to do desk/vanity moving.
Okay.
So I need my writer's desk cleaned up and ready.
Yes, I did promise you that by the end of last weekend.
Yeah, which is fine. I didn't push you because there was no point and it was hot.
Yeah.
You know.
I get it done. Hopefully it won't take more than a couple of hours because I do plan on cleaning it really well. Mm-hmm. So whoever had it last stored candles in it, and it smells very candly, which I usually don't mind, but
It smells like those cheap kind of dollar store scented candles.
yeah.
It's kind of what it reminds me of.
Yeah. So we have been trying to air it out. But yeah, hopefully the cleaning of it will help finish getting the smell out. But
And
at least
eventually,
it's not like, I don't know,
yeah.
flatulence or
Right.
something. So,
Eventually it will start to smell like my room. So,
yes,
you know.
yes, it will.
Especially with all the fragrance and beauty products that I have in there. Although the vanity is moving out, so all of the beauty products are leaving my room. We're hanging outside with the kiddos, trying to enjoy the outdoors as much as possible while we wait for wings to cook because that's what's on deck for dinner today. Yeah, they're smoking. Angie's favorite.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, her favorite. And so,
I don't like chicken, but if you want me to eat chicken, this is a way to do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Either that or with lemons and olives.
Yeah, that one's really good too.
I owe you a garden update, so I'm going to do that. And yeah, let's do it.
And I am going to finish cutting up some chicken wires so that I can finally put it along the fence.
That's been on the do-do list for a while.
It's been a work in progress for a while
Yeah.
because I have to do a little bit at a time.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, and that's fine. There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
All
Okay,
right.
so garden update is next.
Yep.
Feel free to interject anytime you want. It is still 87 degrees outside, so we still are pretty dang warm out here. It is very still, but let me show you what we have for the garden. Okay, our green beans, our pole beans, are coming in. They were itty bitty last week when I showed them to you. I don't know if you noticed. They were tiny. Like, that's an itty bitty one right there. And they started out like that, but now they're getting bigger. And I'm very excited for that. They apparently really, really like the heat. And so they have been just going nuts with the heat. Hi. Mr. Pickles is here to say hello, of course, as usual. And Miss Cocoa Bean is over there hiding by the stump. The cats are not very active because it is pretty warm out here still. And it is very still out here still. There's no breeze, really. A slight little breeze here and there, but not much, really. So we do have tomatoes, and you saw those. Last week I showed them in the intro and a little bit throughout the video. So we've got some really nice tomatoes happening. And again, they're loving this hot weather. Hi, Pickles. Are you shadowing me? They're loving this hot weather, and so we've got some really beautiful slicers coming in. And then this guy right here that I thought was just sun leaves and he was not going to make it. We left him alone and he grew all kinds of flowering stems, and so now he's also got a little flower. And let me give him a little tap tap. That's to help pollinate them. And so Really, really excited about having some tomatoes. That's really all on the veggie front, except I think we have one more cucumber, but I don't know. Angie watered the plants yesterday. She watered the entire yard, and it's already like completely dry because it was just so toasty today. Pickles, Doug. Doug has this thing. He does not like a wiffle ball. We have a wiffle ball in our yard. I don't know how it got here. Probably the neighbor kids. And so he's really terrified of the wiffle ball. So that's what I use to keep him in check when we're here in the yard. You know, we keep a pretty tight watch on them, and we don't like for them to roam about too much. I don't know what it is about it. He does not like it. Come here, Pickles. Come here, Papa. You've been wanting me to give you lovies. Hi. Yeah. You're such a sweet boy. Yeah, you are. When you're not misbehaving, you're a very cute boy. The room decoration stalled a little bit. I was supposed to clean my desk today, and I did do that. And I was not supposed to move the small dresser into my room, as you saw. But I decided to do it because I thought maybe Coco Bean would want to nestle underneath it. Instead, she slept in my shoes. She did. She climbed into the lower shelf, the pull-out shelf that has my shoes. I had a gap there because I've been, using my shoes and whatnot and don't put them back. And she was asleep in there the entire afternoon. And so it was just too adorable. I couldn't disrupt her. So I just kind of let her be. But yeah, it has been really crazy. And then last night, oh my gosh. Last night we saw an owl in one of our trees. The sun was setting. It was almost completely done. I didn't pick up my camera to record it because I'm kind of terrified of owls. I don't know if you know, but in the Hispanic culture, owls can be a bad omen. Big owls can be a bad omen. I came to research. At first I was like just mortified when I saw that we had an owl in our tree. In the Hispanic culture, we have the la lechuza is what they call it. Doug. And it's supposedly an owl-like creature that is sent by a person with malintent, with nefarious intent. They used to tell us the story of La Lechuza in order to scare us. It's like, you don't behave, the Lechuza's going to come and get you. And come to find with researching it last night, that is exactly it. The Lechuza is meant to scare children. It is also meant to come and visit those that are misbehaving, that are intoxicated, that have done someone wrong. The thing about the Hispanic culture is like the lechuza is actually a really large owl. And this owl was not large. It was maybe about 18 inches, maybe 24 inches tall. It was hard to say because he was sitting at the very, very tippy top of this tree right here. Like the very top of this tree right here. So it scared the shit out of me. And she's all like, wow, this is so cool. And I'm all like, no, not cool. But, she shone the flashlight on it and it flew into our apple tree. That explains why sometimes we have just once or twice in our backyard have found some rodents that met a terrible end, like carcasses. And we wondered what the hell. And now that explains it because we get owls in our yard. Angie has chosen to look at it as something like for the wise, it's a good omen, which I'm gonna hang on to that too, because these things, they're only as powerful as the power that you give them. And so I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna choose to not see this as a bad omen. It was really awesome to see this owl. She was beautiful. I say she. I don't know why I get the impression it was a she. Hey.
Hi. She's talking about our owl visitor.
Mm-hmm.
It was the coolest thing ever. I did not get any icky vibes from this owl. I think it was sent as a blessing.
Yeah, the big one that we got, you did get icky vibes
Oh
from.
my goodness, that one was creepy and scary, and I hope to never see an owl that big ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sat on our fence for a good while.
Yeah.
I think we ended up going inside.
We did.
We were so freaked out
We
by
did.
it.
It was creepy.
I don't know. I get the vibe that it was a female. She was pretty. She was awesome. It was really cool to be visited by an owl like that. It was terrifying, though, because they're so they're just very ethereal, you know, they're just very otherworldly, I guess is how you would say it. And it's not something that you see often because who's outside at night? After I got over my initial terror of it, which was probably this morning, once the sun was up, I decided that, yeah, it's not a bad thing. She's beautiful and she deserves to be here just like we do, and she doesn't bring bad news. So that's how I'm choosing to see it. And I trust Angie's instincts because she's a Pisces and, you know, she's got those heightened sensitivities. I trust her instincts. If she, like when we go antiquing, if she gets bad vibes about something, then we don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, so I always have Angie do a vibe check on something that we're getting. And I don't even have to ask her to do a vibe check. It just happens, you know. And so if she tells me, nope, this gives me the heebie-jeebies, then we don't bring it home. Yeah. Because I do believe that objects can carry energy.
And some of that energy isn't so nice.
Yeah. So with the coming of Halloween, boo.
Yeah.
Even though it's just August. Anyway, that's the story of the owl that we got in our tree. It's just super crazy, man. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. It's really kind of warm out here and muggy. Yesterday, Angie watered the lawn and created this lovely little microclimate in our backyard, but not today. So we're just kind of sitting here in the still air.
I'm a little afraid of the water bill at this point.
Yeah,
I still have to go water the front yard because those poor little plants.
Well, it's going to rain on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Have you seen our poor little plants?
Oh, okay. They need water before then? Oh, they're droopy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
so I need to water them before then.
Okay. Well, we're going to let you guys go, and I will chat with you again tomorrow when it's going to be a lovely 76 degrees, not 92 degrees. It's going to be Descapalooza. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Good morning, my loves, and welcome to another day. We are on Wednesday today, and I did not get my desk cleaned off. I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday, but I did not complete my desk cleanup, which is fine. I did most of it, but I've had to put some of it back on because I had to put my makeup on today. Today, what is on deck is I need to clean this space in my room. I've got to prepare for shooting, but I'm also going to be doing a desk move. I'm still waiting on Angie to clean my desk. She's supposed to be doing that today, but until then, I'm working on cleaning up the room, picking up the mess, you know, the all of the bits and bobs that are on the floor, and kind of just finding a place for things for the time being, because I'm going to be shooting some styling content and I need to have my space cleared out. So I will be doing that. But the big objective of the day, outside of that, the big objective of the day is to get my desk, my vanity, where I'm sitting right now, out of here and into its new home in the primary bedroom, and then getting my actual working desk up here into my cloffice, get that up here so that I can get myself situated and get more of the mess up off the floor, because right now I have got all kinds of office stuff on the floor and I've got my beauty stuff in the back over here. But in order to move this vanity, I've got to clear off the top. So I've got to find a space for my monitor, for my computer, for everything that's on the desk that can't easily be moved. I've got to find a home for that, so that way I can clear things off, clean the desktop completely. This is a vanity that's got kind of like a dip in the middle. It doesn't have an actual surface on top. And so I bought this surface that I'm using right now on top from the Container Store. It's a desktop essentially. And it has to be taken off in order for us to move the vanity. Plus, I've got to take my drawers out of the vanity because they're so full of things. I'm not going to clean out my desk drawers. I'm going to do that probably gradually over time, because there are office things that I've got in these drawers as much as there are cosmetics in these drawers. So I will be slowly over time, I think, moving things out of the vanity and into my desk. But my desk doesn't really have a lot of drawers. It only has one drawer, but it's got all of the little cubbies and everything because it's a writing desk. So anyway, all of that to say, I've got to take the drawers out in order to move the vanity into its spot. But I also have got to clean the spot that the vanity is going into. So there is a lot of moving parts still, but I really want to focus on making sure that I've got my dressing room area cleaned up, because I've got boxes and things that I could either consolidate or put things away and get them out of the way, so that way I can do what I need to do tomorrow when I shoot my content. So busy day today. What else is there? So yeah, I'm gonna just put my hair up and I'm gonna get to work, and let me show you what I'm working with. Okay, so far I've organized all my shoes over here in front of the mirror where I am sitting, but as you can see, all of this right here, all of that is all office stuff that I need to kind of push out of the way, so that way I can get things situated. And then we've got Miss Coco over here. Hi there, love. She's got her little toy. Let me see if I can zoom in on her. She's got a little toy. That little itty bitty toy is a ball that we got in a Kinder Egg when she was a kitten. And we assembled a little ball and she loved it and would play with it all the time. And it got lost. It has been lost for years. I finally found that little ball under my nightstand when I cleaned out last week. I reintroduced her to it and she loves it, but she's a little bit shy because I've got her on camera right now. The shoes are all put away in the mirror. Hi, honey. You want to talk? You want to be on camera? Yeah? Yeah? I don't know what you want from me, honey bun. I've offered you my chair. I've given you food. I have played with you a little bit with your ball. I'm not sure what you need. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, and that has helped a lot. I had 2 bags of Nordstrom returns that I put into my primary closet for the time being. We're going on Saturday to go get that errand taken care of. I've got some random boxes. I've got my jewelry tree over here, and then I've got all of that back there in the corner. The Walmart box actually has got stuff that's going into the dresser. Hi, sweetheart. And then I've got some empty boxes. Actually, that bottom box has got things that are going to give away. I've got a bunch of stuff, and I can consolidate these things. I can get them out of the way and situated for the time being. So that's what I'm going to work on today. What's up, my love? Yes. Yeah. Oh, I love you. I love you. Do you want my chair? Because I'm about to get up. I'm about to get up. Do you want my chair? So anyway, that is the situation that we're in at the moment. I'm actually kind of hungry. I'm going to have lunch before I get this going. So I think I'm going to go downstairs and make myself some lunch. I promise I will not eat on camera again. That was really not pleasant editing. When I edited that, I was like, oh my God, what possessed me to do that? And I'm never doing that to you guys again, okay? Never, never, never going to do that to you guys again, especially from a downward angle. That was just not very flattering at all. So I apologize for putting you through that, and it won't happen again. Yes, my love. All right, I'm going to go get my lunch, and I will come back. And when I do come back, it's going to be a time lapse of me doing some of the work here in my room. mat so that I could put my stuff in there. Are you gonna take a nap now? What is with that weird look? You're sleepy. I know you are. This is normally your nap time. You want to take a nap? Well, here we are. I have completely cleaned off my desk. I really wish I could keep it this way. I really, really do. I don't know why I can't seem to do it. I think it's because I procrastinate. I have to say, probably. It's like, oh, I'll throw that away later. Oh, I'll throw that little bit of junk away later. Oh, I will clear this up later. I think that's probably what it is. But I have pretty much moved things around. Getting ready to move this desk. I still have to take out the drawers. I still have to go and vacuum the other room and get it ready for this to be in that space. So that's next on the list to tackle, is the room and getting that space ready for this. Angie, I think, is going to start working on my desk here in a little bit. So we will be bringing this in later on this afternoon. It's when all of the moving is going to happen. But yeah, I'm excited. We are making progress, even though it still looks like chaos in my room. Let me show you. I still have things everywhere. All of my makeup is over there because I've got to get it out of the way, and I've got to get this stuff out of the way too. This box and those bags, and I've got a bag of old expired makeup that needs to go, and just little piles of things. That seems to be the story of my life. And Coco Bean has not been helping me at all. She has been after me about something, and I finally figured out what it was. She wanted to play with her little newly found old toy. She wants to play, but she doesn't remember that she used to bring it to me, and she won't bring it to me. I tossed it down the stairs, and she chased it down the stairs and had a good old time doing it, but she didn't bother to bring it back, and I don't have time to be running up and down the stairs to get her little toy. So hopefully she can be appeased, and yeah, we can leave it at that. But it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge. It's like having a little kid tugging at you all day, like, mommy, mommy, mommy. And that's what it's been like. That's how I imagine it is. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a minute to assess where I'm at, and then we will move on and get that other room ready. I'm not going to take you in there. Again, it's a disgusting, dusty mess, so I've got to get the vacuum in there, and I've got to do some vacuuming and moving of furniture out of the way so that way we could get that piece of furniture in. Our primary bedroom is becoming very crowded these days, and I am wondering what we can do about that. I'm thinking maybe when we tackle that room, I am going to move the dresser into the walk-in closet, the big tall dresser that we have, until we can get a dresser that I really, really love. And I do need to go through my dresser drawers and clean them out. Angie does too, because we share the dresser. She and I each have the equal amount of drawers, but I need to go through mine and clean out the things that are cluttering it up, because I can barely get anything in or out. And I don't go in there that often, so I don't understand what the hell could be in there, but that's probably what it is I've forgotten what's in there, and I need to declutter it. So anyway, I'm rambling now. I'm going to go, and I will check back in with you guys again, hopefully with the new desk here in my space. And this, my friends, is what the actual vanity looks like. This is an antique that we found. It's a mid-century, and she's heavy. She is weighty for sure, because she is solid wood, solid. And so it's going to be a task for Angie and I to do this. Here is the top that I've got leaning up on the closet, which that's heavy in itself as well. So maybe she's not as heavy as I thought, but she's still going to be pretty. It's going to be a job to move this for sure, because she has girth. Yep, she has girth. So I'm going to try and move her out and see if I can get back there with the vacuum and start cleaning up back there. So wish me luck. Been a couple of days since we last spoke, since I picked up the camera. What happened in those days? Okay, so where I left off was where I had to have I was moving the desk, my old vanity, and I had kind of left it because Angie was tired. She didn't want to have to move it, and so we called it for the day. And then the following day, I got my desk situated. I got this new desk in here. I don't think I have that on video, but I opted not to show it because I was just so busy wanting to get things settled in and nailed down. I am going to walk you through all of the work that I have done to date, and that way I can catch you up with where we are. And yeah, so let's go ahead and let's do that really quickly. I'm going to start out from over here on the mirror. Still have my shoes on the floor, but we definitely have got a lot more space. And the reason being is because I had to shoot the Walmart try-on bits today. And so I wanted to get that done, and I had to clear out the room. So I have moved things around. I have broken boxes down. I've got boxes relocated in other areas. But this is where we are right now. I had to push all of this out of the way. Still have not found a home for any of this, but we're working on it. And then here is where my desk is located. We moved in the desk, and I really, really like it. However, it is an adjustment getting used to being in a smaller space. So I am still adjusting to that. But my vanity is not here anymore. I do have a mirror and my lipstick. I just talked about this Maybelline lifter glaze, lip glaze, that I'm absolutely loving. But anyway, I've got things kind of already set up in my desk area, but it is a bit of an adjustment to get used to being in a smaller space. And I have to say that I enjoy doing my makeup in my vanity, which is in my bedroom, but I do miss having a bigger desk. I will say that. It's just me having to adjust. But I did want to show you this. I have to have the drawer out to support the desktop, which is the way that these things are made, because if you'll notice, it has a flat edge there if you notice, and that's so that you can put the desktop on it. That's how they're designed. And then I changed out the black knobs for those cut crystal knobs, which I'm very, very glad for. They just glam this up just a little bit. I do know that I want to put some gold accenting on this, like the rub and buff or whatever, that gold paint. I'm just not sure where. I need Angie's help with that. We still have to tackle cord management. That is still an issue, plus managing that little box there. I am going to get rid of the monitor. It has a short, and it keeps going from the big monitor to the little, to my computer and back and forth, and it's going to freak my computer out, and I cannot afford to have that happen. So that is going away, which I'm kind of glad for, because it hurts my neck at being up so tall. So I don't necessarily need that. It made editing somewhat easier, but I'm going to be fine without it, because I was fine without it for many years. The purple chair is still here and cluttered with things that I've got to put away. And then here is the wardrobe. I haven't done much with the wardrobe yet, other than cleared out some of the things. But tomorrow in the vlog, I'm going to be tackling moving things out of this closet, out of this wardrobe, because then next week we are going to be repapering it. I am going to reconfigure the wardrobe. I'm taking these two top drawers, and I am putting them on this side over here. So I've got two long units here. Because I'm doing the weekly wardrobe plan, my wardrobe fits into one of these as long as it's long, if I've got a dress or something like that. So in removing 2 of these drawers and putting them on the other side, I've got 2 long compartments here, and I can put my wardrobe for the week in here, and I can stage hauls here. So that's the plan at any rate. And I'm going to take that shelf that's on the top there and put it on top of the 2 drawers that go over here. You'll see it, but I do have to reconfigure it. It is going to take a little bit of work in order to do that. Once we paper the backing here of this wardrobe, then I can go ahead and work on reconfiguring the drawers and moving things around, which is what I really, really like about the IKEA Packs system, is that you do have the flexibility to do that. So, and then I've got my boxes of things here, the wallpaper, the wainscoting, some prints, some other random bits. And then we have got our little dresser, which this dresser is actually going to move that way. Once I've got the wainscoting up, and I can center it on with the wainscoting. So the artwork that's on here is temporary, except for the roses. Those cannot be mounted. This frame doesn't do well being mounted on a wall. But this little guy here, this is an Ewok, and he was a birthday card that my sister gave me. She always calls me an Ewok. She's Chewbacca because she's tall, and I'm an Ewok because I'm short. And so she gave me this birthday card, and I figured it was a perfect piece to put into this frame. So this is going on the wall. And then this lamp here, I never explained to you where I got this lamp. This is actually an antique. I picked it up out antiquing once, and I love it. So I thought I would bring it into the room. And then of course this beautiful dresser, which is a crease dresser. And it has provided me a lot of storage for cameras and tripods and other random bits that I have. So really, really excited for that. This candle holder is not staying here, or it might, I don't know yet. I have to decorate, and I haven't done the final decorate. I don't know if I ever showed these to you guys, but I got these 2 candle holders from Walmart, and they're really, really nice, and they fit the aesthetic that I'm going for. And I also have got some flameless candles that I can put in there that fit beautifully. I just have to put the batteries into them. But yeah, this is not the final configuration of this. This is just a holding pen for things until I'm able to finish up the room and fully decorate it. Same thing with Alex here. I'm not sure if he's staying or not. We'll have to see how it all works out with the wainscoting. But the wainscoting is only going to be able to fit from this door all the way to this point here. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna like the way that looks. I don't know. So I don't know. We'll see. I may change my mind on the wainscoting and decide to put it in the bedroom. I'm still kind of pondering that. But anyway, that is everything. It has been a busy week. I managed to get a lot accomplished that I needed to get accomplished, the big things anyway. We still have a couple more big things to go. The moving out of the wardrobe, the papering the wardrobe, and reconfiguring the wardrobe, and moving back into the wardrobe. And then also the wainscoting is another big thing. So we will see how that goes. But wearing my hair back because it is a hair washing day, and I couldn't be bothered to try and make it look presentable other than putting it up in a ponytail. But I will catch you again on the next vlog. I am posting 2 vlogs a week at this point right now, and let me know what you thought of the format. It's a little bit still of a work in progress, but I am trying to see about making vlogging 100% here on the channel. So we'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me and with Angie, and we will see you in the next vlog. Bye.